Welcome back to another edition of Whiteboard Wisdom. It's your man Julie Great here. First of all, I want to apologize to you. I know I do these things bi-weekly and I missed one a couple weeks ago in the process of doing a lot of moving around, getting things situated. Got some things in the works, so I was kind of putting those into play. So I missed that last one. I apologize if you missed me. I'm back. Tell your buddies I'm back. So wanted to get into this one. This one, Whiteboard Wisdom, is pain is temporary as long as you're moving towards your goals. As long as you're moving towards your goals. So think about this, man. Pain is inevitable. There's no way around it. The road to success is never just a straight line. You got some curves, you got some speed bumps, you got some detours, all those type of things. Pain is inevitable. It's always there. So first, think about what are some things that you can equate to pain. It's kind of like working out. Those weights, you feel that pain, that's the resistance because you're tearing muscles. You might look at me and think, he don't do a lot of working out. And you're right, I don't do a lot of heavy lifting. It's not for everybody. I like to stay in shape, and round is a shape. But, not to deter from that, I apologize for that sidebar. What are some of the pains that you may experience? Failure is a pain. Distraction is a pain. Discouragement when things not going right. All those things are some sort of pains. They're setbacks, obstacles that you have to overcome. If you think about it, there's two different types of pains. It's always going to be either the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. So it's a positive and a negative to the way you look at it. Now, if we think about the pain of discipline, really what that is just delayed gratification. You really don't want to do something, but you do it anyway. You're not really caring about what you have to do. You focus more on the long term. Look, it's late. I don't want to read no book. I don't really like reading, but I know the more I read, the more information I get, the smarter I get, the better I am equipped to handle situations. That's always one of those things. Delayed gratification is one of those things where you put off the good for the great. You think about like possessions or trips or something. You could go to Wisconsin Dells with your family, but if you hold back and put in that work and you get your grind on and save up a little bit, you get a little bit more income coming in, you could take that Wisconsin Dells trip, add it with a little bit more bread, and then you can go to Disney World or even go international, depending on whatever your flavor is. That's just up to you. The possession that you may have. Right now, you can go out and get you a fully equipped Honda Fit. I know that sounds like a rhyme. It's just in my DNA just to do that still. But you might get you a fully equipped Honda Fit 2017. Cost you about, I don't know how much ever it costs. Let's just say 10 grand. Or you can just get you a car that works, get you from A to B, sometimes C, just in case you need to see some people and do some extra things. But you put that money into things that really matter so it can create you some income, create you another stream of income, and then eventually you can go out and get whatever you want. For me, BMW 760 Li, I need the long body boy, black on black, everything, just the way I do things. That's just for me. But you could always go and do that with whatever you want. Maybe you like Benzes, Maseratis, Porsches, Jaguars, whatever you like. But that's one of those things where delayed gratification comes in. Now, let's just say, I don't want to wait, I want it right now. And you don't do what you need to do to get you to what the goal is. Because once you set the goal, you gotta know where you at, you got the goal, and you got to get there, right? That's just what you need to think about all the time. So the pain of regret is when you know you should have done it. You could have done it. It's possible, but you didn't have the discipline to get it. So you always have to live with that what if. What if I would have took the time out to read those books? What if I would have took the time out to make those relationships, go to those mixes, go to those meet and greets, go out and network with people? In those instances is where you have to continually live that pain over and over again, because to keep thinking about what if is a pain. It's a constant pain. It's something that could also lead to long-term failure, distraction, and discouragement. So you dealing with the pain all over again. Also, the stuff that you sacrificed initially was for naught. It was all for naught. Now you just really lost time. You didn't really sacrifice anything. It's a lost time. Because it's not a sacrifice if you put in the discipline to get better later, to get the greater later. So that's really delayed gratification. It's not a sacrifice because you're going to get better than what you could have got anyway. Basically what you got to do is do what others won't do and you'll live like they can't live because they didn't do what you did to put yourself in that position. It's always funny when people are like, you lucky. Nah, not really luck, man. Luck is just opportunity meets preparedness. So once the opportunity arose, I had been preparing for so long that I'm just ready to take advantage of that. Ain't no such thing as luck. We go out and create our own luck. That's how it works. So think about that. And as you continue to go through those things, that pain will either expose you or promote you. You just have to make that decision yourself. It's going to either expose you or promote you. Remember I said it's a positive and a negative to pain. So that's two. And it's also the pain of discipline, the pain of regret. And that pain, what it'll do for you, to either expose you or promote you. Now, exposing you is the negative part. That deals with those regrets. So you think you didn't have it in you to get it done. You didn't have whatever it takes. You didn't have the heart to put those things aside and to push through whatever it is that you was going through, knowing that it was something greater on the other side of that resistance that they was putting up. It's just one of those things. If you fight through that, that pain will promote you. Because a lot of times we go through the pain, we're like, oh my God, this is taking so much out of me. It's a strain, it's a stress. But really what it is that the pain is not taking anything out of you. It's actually putting something in you to promote you later if you continue to go through it. So that way you don't continue to live that pain. What it does, it educates you. It gives you more information to better make decisions as you go forward. You learn from that. You're like, oh, I learned that didn't work, so I'm not doing that again. Next time if I'm faced with this situation, I know to go this route. So you always have that. Also what it does, it develops you. It makes you stronger. Like I said, it's not taking anything out of you. It's putting something in you. You really don't know what's in you until it's forced to come out anyway. So you in those situations. So it's basically helping you out. And for my Bible thumpers, I know I talk to a lot of theologians and philosophizers and things like that. If you want a scripture to go to on out, you can go to 1 James 2-4 when he say count it all joy. Because if God is doing the work in you, he going to continue to that, make you complete, whole, and lacking nothing. So you could always fall back on that when you're in those struggles, when you're going through those pains, that he's doing the work in you, and he going to continue until it's complete, and then you're going to be lacking nothing. It's making you stronger. It's developing you. It promotes you when you continue to go through it. But if you quit, you're never going to make it. You just don't. You won't have what's supposed to be there the next time that opportunity comes up. You want to be able to take advantage of it. Now, when you in that one, just hold on to that. And just remember to trust the process, man. It's a process. I know we live in a microwave society where everything comes to you instantly. You like, man, I can hit this button on the microwave, popcorn ready in 2 minutes. I can hit this button on the microwave and my dinner is ready in 4 minutes. It's piping hot, I'm ready to go. You can click a button on your remote and you have access to thousands of different movies and things in the library. That's that. But real things take time. You know, seed, progression, harvest. I know a lot of times say seed then harvest, but you got to forget about that progression, because the seed even goes through the different pains, as you call it. It goes through the weather, the rain, the storm, the sunshine, the process of the soil working in it, and then it gives you a crop. It yields you a crop. So don't expect to yield a crop in your life if you don't have that seed and progression time. So basically, think about that. Trust the process. Another Whiteboard Wisdom. If you like it, go ahead, hit the like button, share it. Each one teach one. Share this with 3 of your friends who you feel might be going through something right now, who need a little bit of encouragement, who may feel that it's too tough for them, and you can hit them with these bit of nuggets of information and wisdom, so they may be able to see that it gets greater later. It's light on the other end of the tunnel. Also, you want to comment, suggestions, anything like that, as we take this channel up to 1,000 subscribers. And also stay tuned for some more things I got in the work. I'm not going to tell you what it is right now, but just know that we're going to be making some major moves, and if you got kids, it's definitely going to benefit them too. So again, this is Jill the Great. As always, expect greatness, and I'll holler.